Talking of life pro tips, life hacks, whatever you want to call them, a few of you have been in touch with some of your good ones. And who's been in touch, Jenny?
Sally Ann Markham Johnson. She puts tin foil over the end of bananas. It means they don't ripen as quickly.
Oh, yeah. Tinfoil's also great for stopping the COVID 5G rays from corrupting your mind as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a very, very useful thing to have around the house.
It is. Daniela Ferry, use the bread tag to hold the spot on a roll of sticky tape. It saves time and you won't waste as much tape. Use the bread tag to hold the spot on a roll of sticky tape.
Yeah, so you just put a bread tag on the end so you can pick it off easily. You know what that is? She's going one up on my life hack, which is you fold a bit of tape over and you got a little tag there.
But what I said was
Shut me up.
I get a lot of Sooty's cat hairs on the end of my sellotape roll, so it never sticks back down again, so I know where the end is.
Yes, but I don't think anyone enjoys cat hair over the Christmas presents.
No, especially when you have to cut it with your teeth, because you can't find the scissors.
That's a choice.
Well, Vicky Fairweather, she's on holiday at the moment in Wales.
Oh, very nice.
Well,
most of the time when Storm Dara or Dara, whatever it is, passing through, not so good to go visit.
It's a nice day today, though. When it's raining really hard, and you have to nip out to the shops or catch a bus or something like that, sneak a silicone swimming hat under your hat. You'll be the only one who knows, and you'll keep your hair dry. I bet she's used that in this last couple of days.
I love the idea, but if somebody knocks your hat off, they're going to see swimming cap. So I'm going to go one better and suggest you go for a bald cap, right?
Yeah.
So that if they do happen to knock your hat off, or it's very windy and it blows your hat off, you just look like you're bald or something like that. You're still winning, though.
Or you sneak from the hairdresser because you used to put one of those hats on and poke your hair out with a knitting needle when you used to have like highlights and stuff. Don't do that now, I don't think.
You'll be suggesting little plastic curlers next.
Yeah. Chris Curley, if I settle down to watch the TV or read or listen to the radio, I make sure the remote, the phone and everything you need is to hand, because when the cat jumps up, I had to do without anything out of reach. So obviously the cat's there, you can't reach out, can you? You don't want to disturb the cat.
I love the idea, and I see where you're coming from there, Chris, but got one question to ask. You have a remote for your books? What sort of books are you reading? That's very posh, isn't it? Maxi Priest sounding a bit creepy. I want to get close to you. And before that, Depeche Mode saying to enjoy the silence, which is a bit of a weird thing to hear on a radio show. It's one of those things. It's a wee natter where we were asking you about those Christmas gifts that either you handed them over to somebody, they unwrapped it, and you went, oh, that was a bad idea, wasn't it? Or the ones where you unwrapped it, you had to hold it up like it was a trophy for the picture, and that really tough smile on your face that you're really struggling to hold on to, so you could go, yes, I really appreciate the thought that went into that gift. And a few of you have been in touch with some interesting stories, including Hank saying, my sister got a pony on Christmas 71 and she didn't like horses or young horses. The uncle who gave it to her didn't ask her and didn't tell my parents either. Unless you lived on a farm at that point, Hank, that's that's like the start of a sitcom or something like that. Like you live in a high-rise tower block, and just this giant present appears. You just gift wrapped it. The audience know it's a horse, but the people in the comedy don't realise it yet. It walks in, somehow the present walks in still wrapped up. You unwrap it and there's a horse, and we're on like the 12th floor of a tower block. I'm assuming you actually lived somewhere rural for this one. But anyway, he's also saying, my father sold the pony in the local market in January 72. Oh. So it didn't even last. As long as it didn't end up in the glue factory, I think we're on to a winner.
Now, I laughed out loud with this one. I've managed to compose myself. Stephen Hall has been in contact. I've got to set the scene. I've got to set the scene. Stephen Hall is a Derby County supporter. And we're talking big styley, aren't we?
Yeah, they're called the Rams, aren't they?
Yeah, the Rams. Yeah. Is that right, Stephen? The Rams. And obviously we're in Nottingham, so a lot of people are Nottingham Forest, mainly.
Yeah.
Notts County, Nottingham Forest supporters. So anyway, I mean, if you knew Stephen, you knew that this was as hilarious as me, because he is Derby through and through. But anyway, when he was 9... his auntie brought him a Nottingham Forest sticker album, and my parents were so scared of upsetting her, Stephen had to pretend to be a Forest supporter for years after that when she was round at the house. Now, we call him the Florist. If you're not a Nottingham Forest supporter, you call them the Florries. So literally, he had to be a Florrie supporter for years after that when she was at the house. Now, I just creased up when I read that, didn't I, Mark? Because if you could not meet more of a Nottingham Forest hater than Stephen, he is Derby through and through. So for him to do that must have took some fantastic acting skills.
That's one of the problems is you've got to make it feel like you actually enjoyed the gift. You're holding it up going, yeah. Imagine having to do it for a year. So with the football one, real struggle. Imagine with Hank's horse.
Yeah.
Did you have to get like a pantomime horse costume that you get out every time you notice people are coming?
Yeah.
And if they arrive last minute, it's, oh, no, the horse is round the back while a couple of you suit up.